now we need to talk about scaffolding. So, something for everyone on this show. Earlier today, on All the Latest Things, I spoke to you about a guy called Joe who had been at an incredible event.
I'm at the Scaffold Olympics, 20 nations here competing.
The Scaffold Olympics. Now that is something I want to know more about. That feels like something I'd be interested in. It's called ScaffChamp, and this year it was held in Lithuania. The aim of the game is for every team to build the same structure in the quickest time.
Very, very competitive. We've got 20 nations here. Our earlier winners were Hungary. We've got Poland, who are last year's winners. And we've got Mongolia over there next to America.
Right, so that's Joe talking us through the Scaffolding Olympics. But in the background, obviously, you can hear people building. And as we all know, scaffolding is very, very noisy. I have loads of questions. And we've got hold of Joe. I said, bring me Joe. And he's on the show next. BBC.
Radio 1 Breakfast.
Oh, good morning.
Greg, how are you, mate?
I'm very good, thank you. Thanks for responding to our call out, and we've got you live on the show. This is great. So tell me all about ScaffChamp.
ScaffChamp. Yeah, mate, it was amazing, to be honest. So we went out there on Thursday. Basically, so the reason they got us out there, we've got a YouTube channel. So my company, Stellar Scaffolding, basically we set up a YouTube channel about a year ago, basically to promote what we do, running a scaffold business, the stress involved and everything else. And basically it's got good traction online. So ScaffChamp contacted us, asked me to go out there to do content on the event. And yeah, it was unbelievable. So there was 20 nations out there, like very competitive. And yeah, mate, it was unreal. Crazy event. It was unbelievable.
You're basically a scaffolding influencer.
I'm trying to be. Yeah. I mean, listen. James shouting on Radio 1, you're up there, aren't you? You're building something.
This is it. You're influencing me to get into scaffolding and ScaffChamp. This is working. So
yeah, I know it is. The wheels are in motion.
I've got so many questions. So who won?
I've got time.
Who won? Who won this year? Who were the champions?
Oh, who won? Sorry, I missed that. So Lithuania. So it was in Lithuania.
Yeah.
It was definitely my first time there. Probably not the last. Very nice country.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. Lithuania took it home. It looked like Hungary were going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And the English boys started very well as well. But they had a few issues. So once they started basing it out, started erecting the scaffold, it looked like they were flying ahead. But they'd actually built a couple of things wrong.
Oh.
So then had to come back on themselves. And yeah, it actually started to get quite heated towards the end. I think people were obviously getting stressed, and
of course,
yeah. Listen, it was wicked viewing though. It's unbelievable, and obviously, so traditionally we do what's called tube and fitting. This is like a system scaffold, so it's almost like a prefab sort of scaffolding. The system's called layer, and it's much quicker. So the reason why firms would use it traditionally is it's more financially beneficial as you pay less labour to get it up, so it's a lot quicker. But obviously that creates for good viewing when people are racing in terms of how quickly they can build it. You know, so.
Good. But good old proper British scaffolding is much sturdier.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it was wicked. And there was like Chileans out there. There was a Moldovan team as well. So they'd flown 15 hours just to be at the event. So people are taking it seriously. There's big sponsors involved. It's only the 5th year they've done it, and it's definitely building. I mean, you can see
literally.
We put out a TikTok on Saturday night, and it's just gone mad, to be honest. So there's obviously a lot of interest in the Scaffold Olympics. I think the Premier League needs to be worried. I think they might have some competition.
Ellis in Brighton says, I'm so happy you've got Joe on the radio. I saw this TikTok over the weekend and went down a bit of a rabbit hole. I cannot wait to hear the ins and the outs of it all. So we've heard about the building stuff. I want to know, how do you get selected for the team?
So basically I think companies, it's different in different countries. So the Moldovan team, they have like a qualifiers. So they have their own, at home, they have their own competitions that they do. I think they're almost regionalised.
Yeah.
And then from there, people go to the next stages. And obviously, the best few, anything, that they then make the national team. Whereas over here, what we did is basically, I think because it's a building thing, we haven't got a qualifiers here yet. We just had a company,
just bankrolled it.
I want to say AK Scaffolding, and they basically put through their own team. They're like a labour they're like an agency sort of setup. So not actually like a proper firm, they're like an agency.
Right.
And they basically put their own team forward, and they came and represented the UK. So
it's amazing.
We don't have like a thing to qualify for it here as of yet, but I think it's definitely building though. There's a lot of interest around it, a lot of excitement. So I think next year it could be pretty big.
Yeah, I think so. It really is. I mean, it quite literally is building. It sounds like Eurovision for scaffolding, but I think what we need to do is basically have a Team GB. That's what we need.
100%. 100%.
It needs a proper national lottery funded Team GB. That's what we need. So what else gets? Is it just the construction that's rewarded, or do you get points for banter?
And no, unfortunately not. I think they not yet. But no, something they do is so obviously that's health and safety is like first and foremost, like it would be in any like actual scaffolding environment. They don't kind of forget that. So it's not a case of just like throwing it up there and whoever like flies the flag. So basically what they've got to do, so I'm trying to say a million things at once here.
No, it's great.
What they've got to do,
go for it.
Is so they once the scaffold is built, they have to fly their own flag at the top of the scaffold, and that shows that they're then done. So fly their country's flag. And once that's done, obviously the time is taken into account, but they can then be marked backwards with points on like breaching health and safety if it's not built as per design exactly how it needs to be.
So it gets checked.
So yeah, there's quite a few things that kind of come into play. It's not just a case of getting it up there and once it's up, that's job done. Because actually the two teams that were the fastest didn't even finish in the top 5. So it's it looked like Hungary were going to win it. They were the fastest, but they got marked down quite a bit for like breaching health and safety.
Wow, so you've got to be careful with these things. Yeah, look, Kieran's just texted in and says, I didn't think I'd be this interested in scaffolding at 9:51 on a Monday. But this is the thing. Like, I've always been so fascinated with scaffolding and how complicated it must be to actually do and take up and put up and take down and stuff. Do you then have to dismantle it all, I guess, do you? Yeah.
And obviously it comes down quickly. Yeah. So what they've got to do is put it up, wait 10 minutes, and then they've got to drop it back down. But the day before, there was like basically like arm wrestling events, and like silly sort of events, and there was
a scaffolding competition is not silly, Joe.
It's all good.
The whole thing's silly. The whole thing's stupid. It's quite so what, arm wrestling? It just feels quite lads. This.
Yeah, it is. So basically, so my missus does all my like the filming for my YouTube channel, and she basically did feel that word for word. She said that she feels like she had a very lad weekend. It's not her normal environment for a weekend away.
It feels like a stag do.
Say that again, Greg.
It feels like a stag do. So what's next? Are you going to try and represent your country next year? Because I think you should, Joe. I think you should be building, surely.
I mean, listen, I think a few things have been said, and who knows. One thing I can say is that for anyone that is that interested, I am going to plug here, but anyone who's that interested, Thursday night at 7 p.m. on Stellar Scaffolding YouTube, you can see the whole event unfold. So
I'm going to watch it. I am going to watch that.
So all questions will be answered.
Good. Lovely. We've got a lot of love for you, Joe, coming in the text. A lot of people.
I've got a love to return back to everyone else as well.
Yeah, someone says this is the best segment I've ever heard on the radio. Give this guy a knighthood for his contribution to scaffolding. Also, someone else says this is the longest time a scaffolder has spoken without swearing. Scaff Chat takes over from Egg Chat, which we used to do on the Breakfast Show. Joe, thanks so much. Can we have you as our resident scaffolder, please?
100%. Nice. Sign me up. I'm in.
Great. You're on the Breakfast Show as our scaffolder. Thank you so much. And look, let's keep chatting. I'm going to watch the thing on Thursday night on your YouTube, and then
Thursday night at 7 p.m. Stella YouTube. Stella Scaffolding YouTube. Stella with an R. Like the bit of an R at the end.
We get it, Joe. All right, we'll speak soon.
Top man. Take care.
Cheers. What a crazy show this is. Into that. Dog shows and scaffolding. That is going to be my new TikTok algorithm.